Hey YouTube, Willie Make It here. I haven't done a Traeger video in a while, so I thought I'd do one today. Sorry about the road noise and the wind. I'll apologize ahead of time. I'm not a video editor, and so as you can see from other videos, my editing's pretty crappy. Anyways, a little chilly out today. As you can see, I've got an old blanket covering up my grill. I believe this helps you hold some heat in better, helps you control the temperature better with the wind and stuff. And just don't cover your vents. I've never had the blanket get, smoldering or anything. I've never had it get on fire or anything before, or anything like that. You just have to watch your placement on it. It does get dirtier than all get out though with the smoke. Anyways, I just want to talk about some of the things I've been doing. Currently, I'm warming up pizza in here, and I am rewarming some pizza, and does a pretty fantastic job of that. And anyhow, generally speaking, I do burgers and chicken in here, and vegetables. Sometimes I'll do some. Every now and then I'll do pulled pork if I just get a taste for it, or if I'm gonna have some family over for a bigger deal. I wanted to say that this is the Silverton. My experience with it, I got it at Costco for a pretty decent price. Came with some extras, which was nice. My experience overall has been pretty good with it. I've only had one issue with it, and the one issue I had was not really a grill issue. I believe it was an environment issue. The humidity was really high on a particular July day when I was doing 2 pork shoulders in here, and boy, they stalled out. I mean, they should have been done in about 14 hours, and they stalled out and took about 18 hours to do at 225. And I finally kind of towards the end there, I was getting a little frustrated with it, so I upped the temperature, but the grill seemed to be having trouble holding temperature that day. That's the only day I've ever had a problem with it holding temperature, and I thought maybe it might have been that humidity, because it was like pretty much 90-95% humidity that day, and it just was having a struggle. That's the only time I've had a problem. But I will say that 18-hour pulled pork, that was the best pulled pork that I've ever made on here. I did that with 100% cherry wood from Lumberjack. And so some of the other things I've done on here over the last couple years, though, I've done salmon, which was a Traeger. Well, it was actually a hybrid. It was kind of a Traeger recipe that I modified a little bit. It came off of their YouTube site for Traeger, and the lady that did that, she put it in the fridge for wrapped up for, I think it was overnight for like 12 hours or something, and I didn't do that. I think I did about 4 hours of wrap on it, and anyways, it came out really well. I mean, it came out like a board. It was skin on salmon. It came out kind of like a board, and you could just scrape the meat right off the skin. It was awesome. It was very good. And I will put that recipe down in the description area, along with the ribs I'm about to tell you about. I did St. Louis style spare ribs with the Matt Pittman from Meat Church did a pretty easy recipe on that on Traeger's YouTube also, and those were fantastic. And if you do them right, they come out just like his, where you kind of bite them off the bone. And if you leave them in a little longer, they will fall off the bone, just like he said. And the only thing I varied on the recipe, because I don't have any of the Meat Church spices, so I used my own rub, which was a Myron Mixon basic recipe with a couple of modifications and minor modifications, and those came out fantastic. I've done it 3 or 4 times now, and just did a big. I just did 3 slabs of ribs in there, and I had 1 on the upper rack and 2 on the lower rack, and they were awesome. I just did those a couple weeks ago for my dad's 80th birthday. So I've also done some vegetables on here. Vegetables come out really well on here. I just spray them with some olive oil spray and sprinkle salt and pepper on them, or your favorite spices, and just leave them in there until your desired crispiness or mushiness. They're pretty awesome. And boy, I've even baked potatoes on here before. I've done chocolate chip cookies. Like I said, I reheat pizza on here. I even do frozen foods on here too. Like you can do burritos on here, like frozen burritos. I do taquitos from Costco. Those El Monterey taquitos are real good on here. And I do put those in a pan so they can, so you don't lose all that cheesy goodness in the bottom of your grill. But yeah, so far the Traeger's been a real success. Here's some of the pellets I like. I love Lumberjack pellets. Now I'm having trouble getting them around my area because the only flavor of Lumberjack that they're carrying at the local Rural King now is a competition blend, which is pretty good. The lady said they quit carrying the others because the competition blend outsells everything there, and that's all they carry now on those. Lumberjack pellets, I think, are the bomb. There is a video out there, and if I think about it, I'll try to put that YouTube video in the description. It was a guy that did a cook-off between Lumberjack and Pit Boss pellets, and I will say that the Pit Boss pellets that I tried the Fruitwood blend on those one time, and I thought they were awful weak. I don't know what their blend actually is on that, but I've had such better luck with other brands. I have used in this grill, I've used some various Traeger pellets. My very first cook was with pecan, and I've done Traeger Reserve is a pretty good blend. I've also used their hickory. Lumberjack, I've used the char hickory, and 100% cherry, apple blend, competition blend. I've used a lot of their stuff, and until the store quit carrying them, and it's been pretty good. Real good flavor with those. There's a brand called B&B that they sell at Orchland's farm store, and I tried their straight 100% oak, and that was pretty decent. I have a bag of their cherry oak blend, which I've not actually gotten to try yet. I'm looking forward to trying those. Also have one called Bear Mountain that I have yet to try. It's I'm kind of a pellet hoarder. I've got probably about 100 pounds of or probably more than that, probably about 150 pounds of various pellets right now, because I like to mess around with it. The Bear Mountain ones are they're called Gourmet Blend, and they're basically a four-part blend, and I can't remember exactly what it was. It might have been hickory, oak, cherry, and apple maybe. And they say it's just a good all-around deal. The pellets look really nice. As far as, how they're compressed and everything, they look nice. And just like the Lumberjacks, basically. So I'm looking for good things out of those. I've tried Camp Chef pellets. The apple wood is blended with alder, and I actually did those ribs for my dad's birthday with those, and that was very good. I've tried Green Mountain Grill. I tried their Texas blend, which is I think black oak, might be black oak, hickory, and mesquite. If you want some strong smoke. Fiber Energy Products. Their pellets are pretty cheap, and they were surprisingly. The bag that I bought was surprisingly decent. I kind of wondered about them when I bought them, because I tried buying their heating pellets before for my pellet stove out in the garage, and their heating pellets tend to come in quite long a lot of times, and they love to log jam up in there, and they don't feed worth a darn. So when I tried a bag of their cooking pellets, I think I did straight mesquite with those, and those were quite smoky. They were pretty decent, but still, all-time favorite is Lumberjack. And for the price, you can't beat them. Lumberjacks, generally speaking, at a Rural King, when I find them, they're usually $8.99 a bag. And for that price, when I first tried them, I was amazed at the flavor that comes out of those pellets and how cheap they were on top of it versus Traeger and Green Mountain Grill and Camp Chef. You know, those companies, their pellets are a bit overpriced, I think. And I'll be honest, especially the Traeger pellets. But anyways, that's kind of long and short of what I've been doing the last couple of years here. I've been experimenting with pellets, and it's been fun. I really enjoy messing around with it. So you guys have a good week. It's Sunday, so we're starting the work week again. Have a blessed week, and stay safe out there, everybody. And well, keep your chin up. Later.